Here we have for sale our 2019 on A19 plate Ford Transit Custom. This is the 280 model, meaning it's got a 2.8 tonne gross vehicle weight. This one has got the 2 litre EcoBlue diesel engine, Euro 6 of course, producing 170 PS in this particular example. This is the short wheelbase, or L1. Limited panel van, and what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a limited. There's a number of key factory optional extras to talk on in this particular van, which I'll talk you through, and of course there's a nice styling package as well to run through as well. We'll also have a good look at the things like the condition and service history of the vehicle, seeing as it is currently available for sale at the time of recording. So getting straight on with it, the rear of the vehicle here, the first thing, which is not quite standard, a factory option, is the tailgate on the back. So a tailgate is one door which comes up like so. The vast majority of these that you see are spec'd with barn doors, which are two doors which open like so. The first styling item to mention then is that we have got a nice rear spoiler there on the rear tailgate as well. In terms of condition then at the rear of the vehicle, and hopefully this is really conveying accurately in the camera, but it is looking absolutely fantastic here at the rear. Having a look in the reflections where we can, looking for any dings or dents or anything like that. They're looking really, really clean and tidy. On a limited, as standard, you get a number of elements which come colour coded. That includes the bumpers, so the rear bumper, the front bumper. You also get the trims down the side of the vehicle, and the door handles all around all come colour coded. The colour of this vehicle is magnetic, which is this lovely metallic grey. You can also see that we get parking sensors. We've got rear parking sensors, also front parking sensors as well. That all comes as standard. This particular one also has the factory tow kit, which has got the 13-pin electrics just there. Could be really useful for towing, or alternatively a bike rack, something along those lines, if you wanted to use that. If we open up the tailgate then, we can start to have a look in the rear of the vehicle. And this is the lovely thing with the tailgate, is it does offer you some shelter from the great British weather. Now, we are in slightly lower light conditions here, and this is a great time to show you another optional extra on this van, and that is the rear LED load lighting. So again, a nice factory option, makes a big difference in the back of the van, hopefully, as you can see just here. Brand new ply lining in the rear of this vehicle. We do this on the vast majority of panel vans which we get into stock, and it's looking absolutely lovely in here. The limited as well comes with this nice hard wearing plastic flooring, which is fantastic. You can sweep it out or wash it out if you need to, if you get it dirty. And of course we've got the factory fitted bulkhead just there as well, which has the load through hatch as well for longer load lengths. But as I say, in terms of condition here in the back, looking absolutely fantastic. Certainly ready to be used straight away, whether it be for work or for leisure use as well. Plenty of tie-down points in the back as well, so you'll see these little hooks around the back of the vehicle which look a little like this, and I say plenty of those dotted around in the back to help you tie cargo down as you wish. Moving then around to the driver's side of the vehicle, and this again is where we can look down the sort of panels of the vehicle here, looking for any sort of blemishes or dents or anything like that. So if there's anything I can see, I will gladly point it out to you. We like to be as transparent as we possibly can. Another element then of the styling pack here, we can see that we've got the lovely 20-inch caliber gunmetal grey alloy wheels. Of course, these are all load rated as well for the van. Brand new with brand new tyres, so condition is absolutely faultless on, of course, the alloy and the tyres all round. We've also got sidebars here, which just really complement everything with it. And then there's another optional extra on this particular van, and that is the stowable roof rack. Now what I mean by that, so we can see we've got 3 bars just here. Now on the side of these bars, there's a little handle which you pull, and that actually allows you to fold those bars down flat. We put them up right, of course, for the photographs, just to show you that, of course, they are on there. But when you pull those up, they fold down nice and flat. So you've got really the best of both worlds. You haven't necessarily got, maybe a garish roof rack on the roof at all times, so you can sort of fold them away. But when you want to, you can fold them up, and you've got all the practicality there if you wanted to maybe put something up there as well. But in terms of condition, as I say, having a look down this driver's side, you're going to get a couple of very minor little sort of stone chips, little touch-ins here and there. As I say, hopefully, the camera is conveying this accurately. It's looking very nice indeed. There's not, if I'm honest with you, there's not a tremendous amount I can fault it on here. If we open up the driver's door, we can start to have a look inside the cab then. So lovely condition here on the entrance of the vehicle, the step, the floor, the sorts of areas that we look for any sort of hard hard use. But but I say really, really good condition. On the driver's seat, you've got plenty of adjustability, so height adjustability here, and this is height adjustability of the front of the seat as well. You also get a driver's armrest, which is adjustable, so you can set that to your desired height. And lots of spec comes as standard on a Limited, so we'll just run through some of this quickly. So we've got electric windows, electric folding mirrors, and that's how those are operated. And that's just by pulling that stalk back towards you like so. We've got auto-activated lights and wipers. Of course, we've got 2 full remote keys with the vehicle as well. Leather multifunctioning steering wheel. On the left-hand side, it comes with cruise control. And then underneath that, you've got your volume for the radio just there. And on the right-hand side, you've got your onboard computer controls just here. And you can answer and hang up the phone underneath as well. Looking at the dashboard, you can see the vehicle is running at the moment, so you see it's all idling correctly. There's no warning lights or anything like that on the dashboard, and the mileage displayed in the middle screen there, 66,109 miles. Up on top of the dashboard then, a bit of extra storage up on top of here, and you've got a USB and a 12-volt socket just up there. 6-speed manual gearbox to go along with that 170 brake horsepower engine, and a nice little hidden cup holder just there. Now there is a couple more actually optional extras to talk of in the cab on this particular vehicle. So if we go down here underneath the handbrake, you can actually see this one has got the power converter, so the 3-pin socket. So that little flap just there, which it's just focused on, if I pull that up, you can just about see, I don't know if my hand is in the way, but there is a 3-pin socket underneath there in the cab of the vehicle, giving you 230-volt power. Really nice optional extra. Another optional extra is that this one has actually got satellite navigation as well. So on this Sync 3 screen, you do get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard, but this particular one, it was actually spec'd with satellite navigation as well. It's really, really nice option to see. You get DAB radio, Bluetooth phone prep, of course, on here as well. Underneath then, this is all standard spec here, but as I say, still very impressive. Heated seats, heated windscreen, heated wing mirrors, and air conditioning. You've got another USB point and a 12-volt socket just there. I'd also like to draw your attention to the service history of the vehicle. So I say 66,000 miles, but as I say, we have got a lovely service history to support that and also tell us how this vehicle has been maintained. So we've got 4 services all stamped in the service book, most recently with a Ford dealer, and that was at 60,451 miles, and that was in June of 2022. So lovely to find that all nicely stamped in the service book. In the centre then, we also have a little fold down work tray here, a couple of extra cup holders, and somewhere to store your paperwork just there. Lovely condition of the passenger seats as well. There's no rips, tears, cigarette burns, anything like that. It doesn't smell like a smoker's vehicle in here, or maybe a pet vehicle, anything like that. So all lovely condition inside. We'll continue to go around the outside of the vehicle, looking then towards the front. Again, another optional extra on this van is that this one has actually got the bi-xenon HID headlight upgrade, which you don't see very often on Transit Customs, if I'm honest. That does give you, you get the nice LED daytime running light on the normal headlights, but a much brighter headlight there for your darker winter evenings possibly. Looking at the front of the vehicle then, to complete the styling pack, we've got the Ford Trail front grille, which I really think sets the vehicle off, and the lower lip front spoiler as well. Having a look at the rest of the condition here, bonnet is looking in really good order. A couple of minor little stone chips just a bit lower down here. And I say just the normal sort of on the front end here to the front bumper, the normal sort of, say, light peppering of stone chips just there, but certainly nothing severe or, out of the ordinary for this sort of miles on the vehicle. Front fog lights and also front parking sensors as we mentioned, but I hope you'd agree that is a stunning looking van. Losing the light here just slightly, so I'll try and wrap this up. But looking down the passenger side, again, I guess the only thing, I say a couple of sort of very sort of minor hairline marks, or really at the odd touch in here or there. But obviously feel free to pause the video, go back to any particular point. Hopefully this will display anything on the vehicle, but looking very, very nice indeed. I'll show you the load space from this angle as well. And so you can really start to see the advantage now of these LED load lights. Nice condition of the factory bulkhead. And from this angle as well, all looking in brilliant condition. So just to summarise, 2019 on a 19 plate Ford Transit Custom is the 280 model with a 170 brake horsepower engine, so that's the first thing which isn't standard about this van. We've got all the usual limited spec, which is of course very impressive in its own right, with things like heated seats, heated windscreen, air conditioning, parking sensors all round, Apple CarPlay. But this one has also got a fantastic list of factory optional extras, including the bi-xenon headlights, the 230 volt power converter in the cab, satellite navigation, roof rack in stow, tow bar, and also the tailgate. So a really, really unusual van to find one with all of this spec on it. On top of that then, it's finished in the lovely magnetic grey with this brilliant styling pack on it, which just, I think, really sets the vehicle off, and also accompany that with a fantastic maintenance record in the service book as well. And it is physically available here with us today, at the time of recording, of course. If you'd like to see the full advert, if you haven't already, please head over to our website, bridgeendvans.co.uk. This is where you will find the photography, the price, and of course the description of this particular vehicle. We will welcome inquiries on either of the numbers listed here at the bottom of the sign. We can arrange finance at very competitive rates. We can take cars or vans in part exchange, and we can deliver our vehicles nationwide as well. Thank you very much for watching.